Alright YouTube, so it's another Tuesday and it's a top 10 Tuesday because I'm doing that every Tuesday throughout July. So, today I am counting down. If you can hear the music, you know what this is. My top 10 Doctor Who Doctors. Now, this is going to be a list on my favourite Doctors and that. So, let's get started, shall we? So, let's see if I can just find the page for it. I should have been more organised. Here we go. So, at first Doctor, number 10 is the 7th Doctor, Sylvester McCoy, 1987 to 1989. Now, this Doctor, he was good, but see, I think around the time Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy was the Doctor, I felt like those two guys came in at the wrong, they were the right guys, but I think the late 80s was the wrong time for them. And also, it got cancelled in 1989, which was unfortunate. Also, 1996, he featured in the 1996 film to do the regeneration from the 7th Doctor to the 8th Doctor. So, yeah, Sylvester, he also wore bits of every Doctor, like the trousers from the first two, and he always wore that question mark jumper. Anyway, yes, that's my number 10 pick. These are all, completely opinions of my personal opinions. Okay, so at number 9 it is the 8th Doctor, Paul McGann, 1996 and 2013. Now, in the 90s, Doctor Who had been off air for like 6 years, 7 years. So, like my generation never really heard of it until it came back in 2005. I actually do remember little bits of the TV movie, mainly the regeneration, because I got creeped out at that point, so I didn't watch it. But I do like the 8th Doctor. I've listened to a lot of audio adventures from him, and even though he was on screen for just one night only in 1996, I think he did a great job of it. They should have given him a series, but they didn't. But he did have an audio series, so that was good. So that's why he's at number 9. Also in 2013, he featured in a mini episode, which was a prequel to the 2013 50th anniversary special, where we finally saw him get his long-deserved regeneration, and for that's why he is, a great Doctor. But I just feel like I've got to put him at number 9 because there's got so many more Doctors I want to put in the list, and I can only get 10 in it. Okay, next it is at number 8, the 5th Doctor. The 7th Doctor, Sylvester McCoy, the 8th Doctor, Paul McGann. The 5th Doctor, number 8, it's Peter Davison's 5th Doctor. 1982 to 1984, or 1981, because he did appear at the very end of Tom Baker's final serial, Logopolis, and we've actually gone into the 5th Doctor's Doctor Who theme on this one. That's playing now, if you can hear it. But yeah, the 5th Doctor, he was great. He was like really young. He was like the first young Doctor, and he was like the David Tennant, I think, of the 80s. I don't really know, but I have seen a lot of the 5th Doctor serials, the crickety stuff and the sticker celery. He did come back in a Children in Need mini-series called Time Crash, where the 5th Doctor and the 10th Doctor's timelines collided, and that was great. I really enjoyed that one. It was an iconic moment for any Doctor Who fan. So yeah, the 5th Doctor, Peter Davison, number 8. Number 7 is the 2nd Doctor, Patrick Troughton, 1966 to 1969. Now, he was a great Doctor. he was funny. He was also like the first Doctor that regenerated from the previous. He wore the baggy clown-like coats, the raggedy bow tie, he had the recorder. But yeah, at the time in 1966, when William Hartnell had left because he wasn't doing well, they got Patrick Troughton in, and they were completely. They had no idea. You know, it was called. They didn't give it the regeneration until the fourth Doctor, I think. But at the time, it was a big hit and miss, and it actually fell through when it worked, and he lasted for 3 years, and he was, you know, funny, eccentric, a cosmic hobo. Next at number 6, the third Doctor, John Pertwee, 1970 to 1974. So it was a new decade, coloured TVs were starting to come out, and Doctor Who made its first big colour debut in the January of 1970, only it wasn't Patrick Troughton this time. He was replaced by great actor John Pertwee, a dashing dandy with his mane of white hair and his, you know, his kind charms and his, you know, his expertise at martial arts. So, you know, I thought that was, you know, he did a great performance over the 4 years. Towards the end, he did get fed up and bored, and he didn't really want to be the Doctor anymore. So, you know, that's when he packed it in, and they got the fourth Doctor. I first knew John Pertwee as Wurzel Gummidge, though, when I used to watch reruns on UK Gold in the 90s, late 90s. But yes, of course, his acting legacy has lived on in his son Sean Pertwee, who's currently in Gotham, and he's like the spitting image of his dad in the face, I think. So next at number 5, we're halfway through now. Number 5, it is the first Doctor, William Hartnell, 1963 to 1966. The original Doctor, the one who started it all, the first Doctor. Now, you know, when he first appeared on screen in 1963, he was a grumpy old man, and he was like a grandfather figure to many young children. But he did, you know, he was old and wise but grumpy. The producer Verity Lambeth said he was like, you know, Father Christmas, H.G. Wells, and everyone's grumpy granddad rolled in one. And he was great over the 3 years, but towards the end he did get ill, and he didn't really get, you know, feel much. I can't remember what illness he had. It was something, you know, serious, and, you know, he had to leave. So they then got Patrick Troughton in, and, well, his legacy still lives on to this very day. Okay, so number 4, it is the theme for it is Come On. At number 4, it is the 9th Doctor, Christopher Eccleston, 2005. Now, 2005, I had very little knowledge of what Doctor Who was, but then when it came on, you know, about 10 years ago now, I was just amazed by it. I absolutely fell in love with it. I liked the 9th Doctor and his battered leather jacket, you know, his strong northern accent. So, I just kept sitting down every Saturday night for 13 weeks watching it. When I heard he's packing it in and thinking, what's going to happen now? Then I thought, is this how he changes? And then, you know, to my surprise he did, and he became David Tennant, and you know, I was gutted that Christopher Eccleston was leaving, but, you know, David Tennant really grew on me really quickly. So that was the 9th Doctor at number 4. Number 3, the 11th Doctor, Matt Smith, 2010 to 2013. Now, when David Tennant announced he was leaving in the early 2009, I was gutted, but I was happy. And when they introduced Matt Smith, I didn't know what to think of him, but I grew to like him, and I loved the 11th Doctor. He was younger than the 5th Doctor. He was, you know, witty. He wore the tweed jacket, the bow tie. Bow ties are cool, and since Matt Smith, he really, you know, his Doctor really brought the bow ties in fashion again, and for that he did a great job. He did 3 years he did 3 to 4 years. When he announced he was leaving in the summer of 2013, I thought, oh, he's leaving, but then I thought, well, he's pulled out at the right time. And then I thought, this next one will need to do it for a while, because they're like, aren't they going to be the last one or something? With the confusion of the War Doctor and stuff on how Series 7 ended. I don't know. But they've resolved that now, and it's still going strong, and I'm hoping it'll stay on for at least another 50, 40 odd years more. But only time will tell. It's the future, we don't know it. So, number 2 is the 4th Doctor, Tom Baker, 1974 to 1981. I thought he was, he was the longest running Doctor in the original run. In fact, he's known as the longest Doctor. In fact, to this very day, he is still known as the 4th Doctor. In fact, all the old Doctors, from the 4th to the 8th, all do audio adventures as reprising the roles as their Doctors. And so Tom Baker, he is still the Doctor. He made a cameo in the 50th anniversary. The 4th Doctor was very different and unique. He had the long legendary scarf, the frizzy curly hair, the smile, the floppy hat, the jelly babies. The 2nd Doctor actually started the jelly babies thing off, but the 4th Doctor sort of made it his own and was the Doctor for many generations in the 70s to come. So, I just want to, before I reveal my top pick, I just want to give out 3 honourable mentions to 3 Doctors that didn't make it into my list, but I feel like, deserve a call out. And those 3 Doctors are the 6th Doctor, Colin Baker, 1984 to 1986, the War Doctor, John Hurt, 2013, and the current Doctor, Peter Capaldi, the 12th Doctor, 2013 to the present. Now, he's done, he's done 1 series, and I think he's great. But I felt like, I want to see more of him, because for me, 1 series gets me to know him. But I do like Peter Capaldi, but yeah, I can't wait to see more of him in Series 9. So my final, my number 1 pick is, I think now, because he's the only one I've not mentioned, the 10th Doctor, David Tennant. Now, he was like the Doctor of my generation, and probably many other kids of today. He had the charms, the looks, the eye candy for the ladies. He had the suit, the sneakers, the long trench coat, and the catchphrase Allons-y, which was French for "let's go," I think. And I just kept watching. In fact, I don't think I missed an episode of David Tennant. I did miss 1 episode in 2006 though, because I was on holiday. That was The Girl in the Fireplace. But I catched up with it and watched it. And when David Tennant announced he was leaving, I was gutted, and I'm thinking no one's going to be as good as him. But I don't think not many people are good as him. But look, I love the show, so if the Doctor changes, I accept it. I look forward to it, and that is why, I'm never afraid of the show to change. In fact, I'm even open to the idea of a female Doctor, or maybe a black Doctor. Has anyone thought of that? You see, I think that the Doctor, what am I going to say now? Because we know that the regeneration is random, and they can change not just the person they are, but even their sex or their skin color or whatever. They don't even have to look human. So, yeah, I mean, I think ideas they don't take with the Doctor, they use on the Master. Like last time they were considering the female Doctor, and they didn't go with it, but they did bring back the Master as a female, and that's Missy, and she's coming back in Series 9. Anyway, that's it for this top 10. I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments down below what your favourite Doctor is, and yeah, if you like this video, please give it a like, share it if you want, and also if you want to see more future videos from me, including a Top 10 Tuesday next Tuesday, because it's Top 10 Tuesday throughout July on my channel, then subscribe for that. So subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you after this. So until next time, goodbye friends. Follow me on Facebook.